I've heard this area described as Bangkok's Beverly Hills. Now, I've never been to Beverly Hills, so I'll assume that's a compliment. What I do know is if you walk around here talking to locals and expats, you'll come across 5 different types of people: high-end, sophisticated, pretentious, hipster, and wannabe. I'm happy to take their word for it. Anyway, the reason why I'm in Thong Lor today is I get a lot of emails asking for advice on where to live around the city, what areas, and where you'll get good value for money renting a condo. Occasionally people ask what is high-end, and I immediately think of Satton or Thong Lor. So the aim of this video is to give you an idea of what you get for your money when you're renting a condo, and I'm going to walk down 5 of the most popular streets. I'm not very good at analogies, but I'm going to give it a try. So if this is Bangkok's Beverly Hills, then Satton would be Bangkok's Hampstead, but without Hampstead Heath, of course. And now we know why George Michael didn't move to Bangkok, but that's a completely different story altogether. This area has always been known as Hiso and upper class. Sky-high property and land prices have been the order of the day around here for about 70 to 80 years, believe it or not. But you wouldn't think so if you go up Thong Lor Road. It's not one of the most attractive streets off Sukhumvit Road. There's no real outstanding pieces of building work or architecture. If you translate Thong Lor into English, it actually means molten gold, and that pretty much sums it up, really. When I lived here briefly in 2004, the 55th tower was the tallest condo on the Thong Lor skyline with this unique rounded shape. And at the time of construction in the mid-90s, condos were built more for space and comfort rather than the glass and concrete towers you get now. It's a case of pack 'em in, stack 'em high. Well, as you probably noticed, traffic along Thong Lor Road is pretty relentless at most times of the day, but there are a lot worse places around the city to live in terms of traffic noise. Anyway, we're going to walk down Soi 16. This is one of the streets recommended to me for a choice of condos, so we'll see what's going on down there. It seems a pretty quiet road, and I've noticed a nice old-fashioned townhouse at the beginning, so that's a good sign. After we've been down here, we'll have a break from Thong Lor Road, pop across to the other side of Sukhumvit and have a walk down Sois 36 and 38. We're going to look at some condos on the other side of Sukhumvit Road, next to the SkyTrain, where you've got Sukhumvit 36, Sukhumvit 38. Both these streets offer a slightly more peaceful side of Thong Lor. So this is less a walk on the wild side, more a stroll on the bright side of the road. So there we are, lots of choices of condos and places to live down Sukhumvit 36 and 38, and some classic old townhouses as well. There's plenty of them around here, dating back to, I would say, the 1950s. Anyway, I've walked back round to the beginning of Soi 38, and some of you old timers might remember this spot as the place where there was lots of street food late into the night, and it was where you came after pubbing or clubbing at maybe 2 or 3 in the morning and got your late night munch. Away from all the yuppies, the flash condos and the cocktails, there are a couple of canal communities here on the Klong San Sep here in Thong Lor, but I'm not here to film them. I came here hoping to catch a good view of the lunar eclipse, but I can't help thinking that I've completely missed it already. It's well after 6 p.m. And there are also floating KRATONGs here on the canal a little bit later. The boats are still running, so it won't be happening just yet. So I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be hanging around for a while yet. So I took a walk about 300 metres down the canal, and I've come to Wat Pasi, actually in Ekamai, but this is where the celebrations are at for Loi Krathong, and they're launching kratongs onto the water. This is the Festival of Light, so there are candles, incense on the kratongs, prayers are being said, and then the kratongs get scooped back out of the water a little bit downstream so as not to pollute an already polluted canal. As for the temple itself, there's music playing, prayers being said, money being donated, food, lottery tickets. It's a real party atmosphere, and there is actually a street party kind of thing going on in Ekamai Soi 23, so let's go and take a look. Well, that was more fun than a night out in Thong Lor. I got to celebrate Loi Gatung. I went to the canal market. I met Mike, a subscriber. Hi to you, mate. And I got to ride one of those old red buses back here to the BTS station, and it broke down along the way. So it goes to show there's more to life in Thong Lor than Ferraris and cocktails. We're going to take a walk down Sukhumvit Soi 53 now, a street I once lived in back in 2004 for 6 months. Back then I paid 15,000 baht a month for a 30 square metre room at a place called Raintree Villa. That's still there, as are many more condos since those good old days 18 years ago. So there we are, Soi 53, very nice street. I like the ambience along here. Chickens crossing the road as well. I didn't ask them why, because they probably wouldn't get the joke. As for condos, lots of different budgets as well, which is good news if you're on a bit of a lower budget and you want to move to Thong Lor. I did notice a banner next to the Habitat condo just back there. It says no skyscrapers in our Soi 53. So at some point in the last few years, residents have got together and campaigned against having tall glass and concrete condos built along here. But sadly, I did see a couple in the planning stage back up the road. Anyway, before I leave, I'm going to check out this cat cafe at the end of this street. J Avenue is opposite Soi 16. It's not really a shopping mall, it's just a place with a villa supermarket, coffee shops, restaurants, a few places to sort of hang out, nothing fancy. And today I'm hoping we can go from here to the end of Thong Lor Road, checking out the condo prices and seeing what else could be attractive to anyone who wants to live around here. So that's Soi Thong Lor, and earlier on I know I said that there were no buildings along here with outstanding architecture, but we've just seen that one back there at the end, which I believe is the headquarters of a local property company. So maybe they're planning to convert that building into luxury flats, which would be very nice, or they're going to demolish it and replace it with another building with a lot less character. Lots of condos, as you've seen, varying budgets once again, so there's a guide for you if you're planning to move to the Thong Lor area. For advice on Bangkok's nightlife, I'm not really the person to ask. I haven't been out for years, I haven't DJ'd anywhere for years, and if I do go out nowadays, it's really boring. I just have a soft drink and then I go home early. So I had to do all my research into Thong Lor's nightlife online, and the results were quite mixed. Some people called it legendary, most people said it was just okay, and a few people said it was poncy, flashy and fake. So I thought the best way to find out is to take a walk along Thong Lor Road in the evening, and then that way you can gauge for yourselves what the area is like when the sun goes down. There is one last place I haven't mentioned, that's the Old English pub. They used to be in Thong Lor Road near the marketplace, but they recently moved to a spot next to the BTS station, probably to attract a better class of clientele, and by the look of it, they have succeeded. So that's our look around the Thong Lor area, and hopefully you've got an idea of what the place is like and what you'll get for your money if you're renting a condo. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, like, share and comment. If you want to support the channel, you can do so via the Buy Me a Coffee link on the screen, or there's a link to Ko-fi and PayPal in the description. That just leaves me to say thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you sooner than you think.